Welcome everyone to the Everything Show, episode 379. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212. I'm with Connor Farley. What's up, Connor?
Hello.
What's up, Daniel?
Hello.
What's up, James?
Halsey.
What's up, Jacob?
You have not failed this city.
That's right. I haven't failed this YouTube city because you're going to have tons of videos from me this week, as always. This channel continues to climb, go upwards and onwards. Very happy at all my new subscribers. Very happy from these nice emails from YouTube partnership. Very happy in general. So you will see Morning with Matrix Lord. You will see Moving with Matrix Lord. You will see Matrix Lord Adventures. You will get so sick of me because I'm going to have another Matrix Lord channel, a secondary channel filled with more videos. So whether you like it or you don't like it, learn to love it. But anyway. Now, we'll have our podcast, Real Movies, Real Walking Cast, Everything Show, Game of Thrones Cast, Walking Dead, horror, everything. We're going to have topic wonders, so this is going to be full, many different members, many different hosts. We have other shows coming up. Get ready. All right. On that note, I want to do some box office numbers. Okay. We're going to talk about Minions. Okay, Minions had made $395,700,000 worldwide. It's only been out a couple of days. Unbelievable. Fantastic. 115 million here in the States, domestic sales. And that's it's just a couple of days. That's it. Couple of days, guys. What do you think about that?
Awesome. That's like what the second highest animated movie to come out.
I have to look at the records, but I mean that's I want to see that too.
I think it's up there
Inside Out is good.
Yeah, I want to see that as well.
Yeah. Inside Out.
And you saw it, Connor? Inside Out?
Yeah, I saw Inside Out. It's like I think Pixar. It's kind of like they've gone really imaginative for once. It's not. It's not bland, and you know, sequels of franchises like Toy Story. Toy Story 3 was like fantastic. I've never seen a better animated film for like a sequel of a series. But it's like Inside Out. I think that kind of set a bit of a benchmark in creativity.
Well, Inside Out has generated 435 million worldwide.
That did go to show you. That did go to show you that animated movie is sometimes better than live action movie, which is wow.
Well, yeah, I mean, The Incredibles. I mean, that's better than most live action films, in my opinion, anyway.
I've seen Terminator Genesis. I thought it was actually a good movie. I don't see why the people bashing on it so much.
Matt Smith.
Oh my God. But before we go into Terminator Genesis, let me just finish about Minions. Minions has claimed the title of the highest opening for an animated 3D film of all time with its massive $46.2 million opening on Friday, the biggest animated opening day ever. Ever.
Wow, they setting records.
Yeah. Next, we already said Inside Out. Let me tell you what the monster Jurassic World is at. Breaking records still. We are at right now 1,465,838,000. We are this close to the Avengers.
Wow.
Very close.
They'll get that next week then.
Right. I think it's. If it didn't beat it already, I think it's. Let me just see Fast and the Furious. Hold on.
Has it beaten Skyfall?
Yeah, Furious. Hold on. Furious was the number. Furious. Hold on. Oh no, the next thing to beat is Fast and the Furious 7, 1,511,000,000. So that is the fourth number of all time. Avengers is the third. Titanic is the second, and Avatar is the first.
Wow.
So the next battle will be beating Fast and the Furious 7, which should beat it by next weekend.
Yep.
So now will it get to Avengers numbers? Let's look at the original Avengers. Hold on. Let's see what it is. Okay, Avengers did the original Avengers 1,518,000,000. So
It's gonna be close.
it might crush it. It might crush it. And then the next one, if it beats Avengers, Titanic. Let's see. Titanic did Titanic 2,186,772,302. It won't beat Titanic, but maybe it will beat Avengers. So that's it. All right. So besides the box office numbers, what do you have for us, Connor?
Rambo 5 is to be Rambo versus ISIS, which is
Oh my God.
quite controversial because I mean ISIS, like at the moment, is not something that should be featured in a film because it's the most serious terrorist thing I think in a long time, since 9/11 maybe.
True. The first choice, well, the last choice, I'm sorry, that this movie was about to be made was Rambo versus like an predator type constructed creature, which would have failed.
Miserable.
Right. We've always had a purpose behind the Rambo movies, who he's going after. Of course, ISIS would make sense that that's what they would do. Not necessarily that that's a right thing to do, because it may cause massive problems. But then again, we can make a movie in this country called The Interview, and people could be up in arms. So, you know what? Why not? Just go make the movie.
The thing is that with the case of Kim Jong-un, it's like it's affected like one country, if not two, because obviously North and South Korea are split. But like ISIS, they've got most of Europe under threat.
Right.
At the moment, you know, Africa they're destroying.
Right.
This is worldwide panic about this group, and to make a film that is entertainment about it, I think it's poor timing.
Right.
3 or 4 years down the line, when the threat's kind of gone a bit, maybe. But to have it right now, when we've literally just come off some of the most horrific terrorist attacks post 9/11 in the world.
That's something you and I could talk about on Topic Wonders, because I really don't understand how this group is allowed to grow like this.
Well,
and continue to grow without any intervention from anybody.
I mean, I think it affects Britain at the moment. Does ISIS than the US? I'm starting to understand very gradually how ISIS is working, and it's seriously the most scariest thing ever. I'm not scared by it because I don't live in like a community where I could be affected by that. I could be brainwashed by that, but it's out there, and you know they're targeting most of these people, and I just don't agree with the timing. Maybe in 5 years, you know.
You know what is Rambo is just I mean, I guess I wouldn't see why he's looking for the big final battle if like already half the people probably don't even remember what Rambo is. So it would be like on deaf ears, I guess, if they did do ISIS, because unless that's the way they want to draw people into the movie, because right away you mentioned ISIS and it's like, oh, who the hell is Rambo? Oh, okay, and there you go. I think that's what I think they're looking for. But again, whatever. I don't even know if that's ever going to happen. Rambo 5. I mean,
and how old would Rambo be? Oh, Lord.
I mean, he's in. I mean, Sylvester Stallone's in Creed movie as an elderly Rocky. I mean, for him to like just go around with like without a shirt on, running in the jungle at his age, fighting ISIS or whatever. I mean, I don't really. I mean, it's not gonna be a jungle, but it's gonna be like, you know what I mean, like different landscape. But I don't know if that would work. Plus, how could you? It's not just in one area. ISIS is all over. So what's he gonna like go to from country to country to like town to town. Like, I mean, they're all over the place. So how can he defeat them?
That's what I mean. I mean, it's so
How
wide.
can he defeat it in the movie?
Exactly.
Yeah,
You're
It would
gonna
need
need to have
like a
team.
5-part movie, like, or something. Yeah.
You like to have like a team or something.
And I mean,
Like they did the cartoon. Yeah.
it's kind of borderline propaganda as well by presenting people with this hope that they can be so easily dispatched as a group by one man
Yeah.
with a gun. I mean, it's just false hope, and it's.
All right, I'm gonna change my tune on that. Bad idea.
Yeah.
What about you, Daniel and Jacob?
I didn't really watch Rambo, so I wouldn't know about Rambo.
Daniel.
I heard about Rambo. I just don't really.
Right. See, so that's the way people would get to know Rambo. Oh, God. Yeah. All right. So let's go to the next article, number 2.
Amazing Spider-Man has the dead returning, apparently.
Well, that was the original concept if Andrew Garfield had another movie. Like, they were actually going to bring back from the dead. Yeah, read the article and all.
Gwen Stacy or something? Or what?
If they did a third Andrew Garfield movie, this is what they were going to do. So go ahead.
Yeah, he kind of got himself fired out that job.
Yeah, whilst the first Amazing Spider-Man film with Andrew Garfield had its fans, its follow-up struggled to garner much support. In a new interview with IGN, Dennis Leary revealed that it sounds like the now scrapped third film in the series might have had a hard time getting any fans. Leary, who played Gwen's father, Captain George Stacy, in the first film and appeared as a Vision in the second, says that he was originally set to come back for the third film. Possibly in 3, there was this idea at one point that Spider-Man would be able to take this formula and regenerate the people in his life that had died. So there was this discussion about Captain Stacy would come back even bigger in episode 3. The formula would be Venom-related and not unprecedented, as Gwen Stacy was brought back from the dead as a Carnage symbiote in the comics. Even so, this version of the franchise is over, with Tom Holland now taking on the role in the Marvel-approved reboot hitting in 2017.
Yeah, I don't think that would have worked, having Captain Stacy, Gwen, Uncle Ben, his dad, his mom. That's like, yeah, I don't really think that would have worked.
Would it be like an alternate universe or something? An alternate universe or what?
That was going to be... Here's the thing. Mark Webb, for some reason, loves Ultimate Spider-Man. He tried to make it the movies. Ultimate Spider-Man is where Gwen Stacy, that whole thing, she died, she came back with the symbiote reviving her or some crap like that. So... And he was going to have Venom in it. So that's just, yeah, that would not have worked, I thought. I'm glad he didn't get his way, and in a way, I'm glad that's not happening. I mean, yeah, they shouldn't have killed Gwen Stacy off so soon, but whatever. What's up, David?
Sorry.
Yeah.
I do got to say this for a minute. Wreck-It Ralph is actually getting a number 2.
Really?
Yeah, we know.
I've watched that film, and I didn't get it, so I kind of turned it off halfway through.
I think Wreck-It Ralph was just meant to be like a nice little nod to the retro games.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I think. I think the meeting at Disney, someone was playing. They must have had a Pac-Man machine there, and they're like, "Whoa, what can we do with this?"
David, we just talked 2 articles already. We talked about the original concept for Amazing Spider-Man 3 with Andrew Garfield, where they were going to bring back the dead characters with the Venom symbiote.
That's weird, but okay.
Yeah. Let me share it with you here. That was one article we were doing, and then the other article was Rambo taking on ISIS and the last Rambo movie, if it's a good idea or not.
I thought he was going up against a futuristic Predator. I'm still rooting for that.
They actually changed it because they felt that this would have been better. So this is probably what it's going to be. Rambo versus ISIS.
I would have rather seen Rambo versus the Terminator.
Well, again, Rambo has always been about him versus like a different like terrorists or whatever, and it's never been him versus Predator or Alien or whatever that thing is. They just tried to. That was originally what they were going to do recently. Thank God they're switching it, but I don't know if ISIS is. I mean, I didn't think it would matter, but the way Connor put it,
Yeah,
it does
well,
matter because it would cause massive problems for
yeah,
us.
I've never watched Rambo, so I'm not sure if they ever like covered terrorist groups
No.
that operate in
I would suggest to you, if you're going to
Yeah.
watch Rambo, of course you'll watch the first one, but the second one is better than the first one, by far. That's like The Empire Strikes Back, you know what I'm saying? So, but the other ones were like, all right, 3 was okay, 4 I didn't even see, basically. So it's like,
Well, you ain't missing nothing on number 4.
Yeah.
Trust me.
that. Who are you fighting for?
I think like I think it was in Cambodia or something like it.
Oh, all right.
What I'm saying, you know, if we have Rambo fight terrorists, why not he not fight the Taliban or something? You know, something.
Yeah, I mean,
That'd be like logical within the timelines that are trying to jump our way from where he's been up to 2015, 2016.
or they could have twisted it and they could have made it that he killed Bin Laden or something and just like.
Yeah.
I mean,
in that
that's what I
universe.
mean. ISIS just seems a bit too current, I think, for to make a movie straight away like that about
Right.
it.
Okay.
Crazy.
What else do we have, Connor?
Hannibal is going to possibly live on as a movie, although the whole point of Hannibal was that it was based on an original movie anyway.
Right.
Yeah. They're going back to basics.
Sort of like Stargate, where Stargate was with Kirk Russell, and they had a movie, and then they had a TV series not with the original actors, and they had a series based on that they wanted that to turn into movies, but it never did. It went for many years as different spin-offs and stuff.
Oh, they did make straight to DVD movies though, like.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying in the theater. In the
Yeah.
theater, it didn't
Yeah.
make it, but now Stargate's getting rebooted anyway, so.
Yeah. In the same universe as Atlantis and.
No, it's rebooted. New timeline.
Ooh,
Yeah.
wow, I can't like that one.
Which brings me to this. Mr. Daniel, we will have the Real Trekkies cast following this massive time travel debate, crazy debate, you and I and whoever wants to join, right after this cast. What?
Did Mackenzie come?
Yeah.
I have a little bit of bad news for you, Matrix.
Uh-oh.
You're not gonna like this at all.
Uh,
This is from the Huffington Post. President Obama got confirmation Jon Snow is really dead.
And
I
yes,
heard about
actually, I can add to this. The producers also said at Comic-Con that he's definitely dead. And also, Maisie Williams said, don't expect anything. So, I think he's pretty much dead. As
Yeah.
I said,
well,
Yeah, it's a
thank you, President Barack Obama. Being a fan of Jon Snow, trying to find out like before us, I appreciate that. That sucks. Jon Snow is dead.
It says at Comic-Con in San Diego on Friday, Game of Thrones director David Nutter revealed to Entertainment Weekly that he confirmed Jon Snow's death to President Barack Obama 3 weeks ago. President Obama and I quote, President Obama turned to me, put his hand on my shoulder, and said, "You didn't kill Jon Snow, did you?" Nutter told the website. I quote, I said, Jon Snow is deader than dead.
Wow.
Okay.
You know nothing, HBO. You know nothing.
Well, to be honest, it adds kind of a new dynamic to the show because he was like the guy that was going to get there to the throne. So now, like the only person you've got now that can really realistically do it is Daenerys, but it kind of just adds something new to the show.
It is something new to the show. For the first time ever, Game of Thrones is going to suck because it didn't have that suckage before. But now Jon Snow is dead, so that's like, come on, man. You know what? I just
don't
can't
quite
stand. I'm telling you, it sucks because let me tell you something. They are going to kill everybody. You know what's going to be on the throne? Somebody we never even heard of, or she's going to make it to the throne, the Mother of Dragons, and then she's going to get stabbed right through the throne, and somebody is going to sit there. I mean, literally. I mean, that's what's going to happen.
Well,
No
have
one
you read the books?
on
Though?
the
Have you read
throne.
the books?
The
Have you
throne
read
is
the books?
no. How I think the show's gonna end, they're gonna make it so no one's sitting on the throne. Throne's just gonna be painted red. That's all that it's gonna be.
It's going to get destroyed or something.
Yeah, just get the run off.
Nobody's going to be on it.
This
What
past
they gonna
week,
call it? What they gonna call it? The Throne of Blood?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's probably it.
Ridiculous, man.
this last week, the producers said that season 6 is going to be mind-boggling. So,
Well,
what?
we had dragons.
Listen, it's going to be like this. Everybody is dying in Series 7 because that's it.
Well, yeah,
There's no more.
we're so close to the Dothrakis suddenly going to invade King's Landing that it's like, I mean, that's
Everybody is gonna. It's gonna be like the Avengers, where you're gonna have they're all gonna be back to back with each other. All the villains and the heroes are gonna have to be in King's Landing, where the throne is, all back to back, and the White Walkers are all gonna come, and then there's gonna be one person left, and they're gonna sit, or she or he are gonna sit on the throne. That's gonna be the end of it. That's the only way it could end because they're supposed to have this big confrontation with the White Walkers. So that's it. They all got to wind up in King's Landing. All of them.
yeah. I somehow don't see Cersei surviving.
Yeah.
She'll
And I
probably-
see the White Walkers just grabbing the dragons by the throat and just turning them into ice dragons. And then you're gonna have a real problem.
Hey,
Fire and
I-
ice. Yeah, fire and ice.
I'm kind of biased to ice dragons. Those are my favorite kinds. So I don't. Great. Now you put me in a situation where when I watch the battle, I won't know who to root for. Thanks, buddy.
And then that opening where they have to keep showing the lands and they have that freaking glowing thing in the sky, like flickering with the zooming in stuff. You're gonna find out that's like a UFO, and they're just watching, and they're like, "What the hell?" That's gonna get really weird with that. I mean, it's like
I don't think Game of Thrones will get quite that ridiculous.
I really don't know. It could.
Yeah, it's not trying to go into X-Files
We
territory.
got dragons, we have zombies, we have dragons, we have zombies, we have body swapping, we have why not? Really?
That sounds like a bad episode of X-Men.
There is some good news if you want your Jon Snow fix. The Telltale Games that worked on the fantastic Walking Dead game, they're making a Game of Thrones, and Kit Harington will be playing Jon Snow in the game, and he actually, I heard, has a substantial role in the game. So if you want your Jon Snow fix, you're going to be able to do this. It's not going to be like word for word like it is in the show. It's going to be branch off a little differently, and your choices basically determine how the story goes anyway. So, Matrix, this sounds right up your alley. Like, if you wanted, this is basically you getting to decide a Game of Thrones episode for yourself.
I'm going to say that Jon Snow is going to come back as Jon Stark.
No, he's
And
not.
That's it. That's it. Just like in Lord of the Rings, right? The guy died, and now he's like, I'm whatever the white, or whatever the hell it is. That's exactly what's going to happen. He's going to be, I'm Jon Stark. Just like the Mother Stark was supposed to become something else, right? What was her name supposed to be? Lady what? Like, no. Lady, yeah, exactly. Just like Stoneheart, he's going to be like, I'm Jon Stark. That's what it's going to be.
Dun, dun, dun.
And his obligation to the Watch is over because he's dead. So
I think
you don't
this
need to help
is
anybody. He could be a
but
king and
I'm not
everything.
sure.
Jon Stark. Let's go.
I think you're just grieving, aren't you?
I can't accept it.
Yeah. Definitely grieving.
I just got to ask you something, by the way, while we're talking about Game of Thrones, Telltale Games and stuff. When is the next Walking game coming out, if you know?
We don't know it right now. Right now, Telltale Games is focused on getting Game of Thrones out. I believe the first 5 episodes are done, and if they're going to do anything with The Walking Dead, it is we have no idea yet. I really want to see that because The Walking Dead was fantastic. And if you guys ever get a chance to play it, grab it.
Got the first game.
Clementine.
All I know is go Rick. That's all I got to say.
Rick's not in the game.
I know, but with the series, go Rick.
Matrix, if you play these games, Clementine and Lee will become your favorite characters. Trust me, they are probably
Lee was
some great characters.
Yeah, don't talk about Lee. Let Lee rest in peace.
Oh, wait, you spoil it. Wow.
What were you liking the game?
I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
thought everybody played it by now. My bad. Anybody seen the new trailer for Batman v Superman? I seen the Comic-Con trailer. It's awesome.
The Green Arrow suit looks freaking awesome.
Actually,
Hold on,
That's
we
good.
can't keep flipping. Can we not flip-flop? Can we just stay with the topic?
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I know.
We were talking about a team up though. I know Joe just sent me another article. So if you were done talking about Game of Thrones, I have another article. When you were talking about bizarre team ups of heroes and villains, this is a pretty bizarre team up. Apparently, DC Comics and IDW Comics are teaming up for a 6-issue miniseries kicking off in November, starring two of their biggest superhero properties, Batman and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
What?
Yeah!
Here, I'm gonna screen share it. You guys don't believe it? Watch! Watch
picture and
this!
everything.
I'm not even a superhero fan, and I can tell that's so ugly that that's real.
Shredder, where is Rocksteady and Baby? No.
Shuri's fought the crocodile monster living in the sewers and
That's
mutated
terrible.
and but can he team up with the Turtles from Underground 2 in the simply titled Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, jointly published by the two companies? The TMNT and their villain Shredder get transported to an alternate universe by General Krang. Here in Gotham City, they meet Batman and clash with a series of his famous rogues gallery while attempting to find their way home. James Tynion the fourth will write the series, with Freddie E. Williams II on art. TMNT co-creator Kevin Eastman and others will provide variant covers. This is probably the closest fans will ever get to a Batman Daredevil crossover that was teased to no fruition a few years ago at various conventions. The TMNT originally started out as a parody of Daredevil, with their origin initially stemming from the same chemical that burned a young hero's eyes, then pouring into the sewer. Where Daredevil fought the Ninja Clan known as the Hand, the Turtles fought the Foot Clan. Daredevil was trained by Stick, the Turtles trained by Splinter.
Oh, for
Oh, wow.
Christ's sake. Give me
Well, I do gotta say
my
this.
goodness.
I do gotta say
my
this.
goodness.
TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, actually did do another crossover, like in a series of Power Rangers, but with the girl Ninja Turtle also.
Don't even. That was a terrible episode of Power Rangers in Space.
Exactly. That was
Come on,
dumb.
look,
That
Power
was
Rangers in
dumb.
Space.
So why don't we just have a trailer where, you know, you see the pizza place like going up in smokes and the turtles running towards it. And it has like a new thing like where Wayne's gonna be taking over the pizza place, building a building, making like Batman versus Turtles. So that's like terrible.
Oh my god. It'll be like Superman going into the Power
Oh.
Rangers universe. Like, okay, wow.
That's
Oh,
like
hey, we've had Superman fighting Goku. I mean, seriously.
we do have Archie versus the Predator. So
Yeah, I mean,
Archie, oh my god.
yeah, and we've had Archie meets the Punisher.
right.
Oh, well.
Or Wonder Woman meets Conan. Do something like that.
Yeah.
Well, no, Conan at least sounds plausible. But
Yeah.
Archie meets the Predator? Are you kidding me?
From Riverdale
Cool.
High, okay.
Can we go back to like Walking Dead and talk about Rick?
Yes,
Come
Rick
on.
is
Oh,
awesome.
you mean Mr. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs?
He's not
What's the
cuckoo for Cocoa Pops.
Yeah.
He is.
Now you mean Mr. Fruit Loop, okay.
Nobody puts down Rick.
What's gonna freaking go?
Nobody puts down Rick.
Rick could take you on
Rick,
down.
let me tell you something. Rick he's cuckoo. You want to take it from the show? You want to take it from Daryl? Do you know who I am? I'm Rick Rock.
I'm the goddamn Batman! I'm sorry, I had to put a meme in there.
Rick is gonna take everybody out. You think he's crazy? He's nuts.
He's nuts.
Well, I'm gonna be like Morgan for a second.
Are you Team Rick?
Rick?
Team Rick. We're all Team Rick. We're Team Rick.
Yes, Team
Team
Rick.
Rick. Team Rick.
Ready?
No.
Aaron has
He's a weirdo. He's a psycho now.
Oh, come on.
Rick has not failed this city.
Team Rick.
Season 3, he's gone.
Season 3.
Season 3, he's been gone.
Rick?
Yeah, ever since that phone call with the
Oh,
dead people,
come
he
on.
hasn't been the same.
Yeah,
He's
especially when
all right.
Lori died,
Listen,
yeah.
Just because he talks to the dirt every now and then doesn't mean anything, okay?
Well, he did lose Laurie then.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, I know,
but he's crazy or misunderstood. I think he's just misunderstood.
I mean, talking to the dirt isn't that bad. I mean, I just had a very stimulating conversation with my master here. I mean, that's not racist at all.
Listen, he's keeping everybody alive, right? What's the difference?
Yeah, but still, he's...
Right? He knows what he's doing. You can have this 2-episode wonder guy come back. I'm the one that could take Rick out. Yeah, buddy, nice try. He's gonna be dead in the last episode.
He's pretty cool in the finale, though.
He's gonna be dead.
He's gonna be
the crazy one. Watch.
No.
Bring the governor.
We pretty much know who's gonna die.
Rick's gonna be the crazy
Rick
one.
is not dying this
But
I think the Reverend's
Morgan's
down
gonna
to see the
leave.
What?
I said Rick's the crazy one still.
He's not
But
crazy.
Morgan's gonna leave.
Morgan's gonna be dead.
Probably.
Yeah, Morgan's gonna be
Cares,
chopped
there's been,
up.
like, 3
You're gonna see
episodes.
Rick, and he's gonna have his head on a cold cut
They keep
machine.
him alive.
He's gonna cut like Malcolm Colcutt's. Was it Morgan Colcutt? So that's who's gonna cut.
No, I think Morgan and Michonne gonna hook up.
I heard that they're planning to keep Morgan around for quite a while, so I don't think he's dead. He's not
I
dead.
got a picture of Daryl and Michonne kissing a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. I think the preacher is gone though. The preacher's a wrap. You might say that. He's done.
Preacher's in jail as far as.
Who cares about him?
No, they'll kill him off episode 1, I'm sure. They probably posted bail and sorry, listen, dude, you're not supposed to do this.
I have a
bad name for The
feeling.
Walking Dead, so we're gonna have to kill you off the first episode.
I have a feeling Carol's gonna be annoying in this series.
I have a feeling that Carol's gonna make some more cookies and all kinds of wonderful stuff, and then she's gonna kill somebody with a cookie. I think it's gonna be like hot as a rock, and she's gonna slice somebody's throat with it or something.
Fear of the Walking Dead seems awesome.
I just love her new grandma sweaters and stuff. Carol is the best.
Yeah,
Purple sweater.
She's like the female. She's like the female Mr. Rogers. Welcome to
Happy
the
homemaker. Absolutely. Yeah. Keep making those cookies.
in TV history.
Keep stealing those Hershey bars because that's the way to go. That's it. Go, Carol.
The place is gone this
I'm
season.
Team Cat. Well, they can't because people get bored. They don't want to see them in Alexandria for another season. So this is it. Now they're going to be going towards Washington or something.
Yeah, might meet up with Negan.
Oh,
Yeah.
Negan's going to appear this season. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to go after Daryl instead of Glenn, I think. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. Yeah. So I don't think Daryl's going to lose a hand though. I think they're going to stay away from that.
It's cheesy because his brother already lost a hand.
What?
It's cheesy because his brother already lost a hand.
Yeah, his brother lost a hand. That's right. Yeah.
Wait, Joe, do you think Carl is gonna lose an eye?
He may lose an eye. He may. He lost it in the comic.
Yep.
Doesn't mean it's gonna happen in the show
Hey,
though.
may not. I mean,
And what about-
Maggie
what
may.
about
Daryl's not in the
And what about
comics.
Rick losing a hand?
Rick's not losing a hand.
He will.
Or maybe that will snap him out of being nuts. That in this craziness he loses a hand and he's like, oh man, I better get normal, real fast.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because
I think Rick will be more calm next season. I think this season he's gonna have to deal with some nonsense, go ape, but he'll probably simmer down and get it together. I think.
well,
Team
Alexandria
Rick.
needs a new doctor now. So
Team Rick all the way.
Kill the old doctor.
I'm gonna say Team Rick and Team Daryl all the way.
And Team Carol. Rick, Daryl,
Yeah.
Carol.
Yeah.
Vote for them this election.
Or Team Morgan.
Or
Nah.
Team Morgan.
Morgan.
Morgan could stay.
Yeah, Morgan more like the Zen character of the show now.
Morgan was the one who was ape crap in that Clear episode.
Oh yeah.
So don't tell me, man. He's still crazy. I bet he's a calm crazy.
Yeah, but he done did a 180 apparently.
I think it appears he did a 180, but I think he's just actually crazy. That's probably a split multi-personality disorder. Probably. You'll see it coming out. So yeah, a lot of and then Deadpool. How about that trailer?
Oh, that's a
I
good
love
trailer.
that mainly just for the reason why when he was he puts his hands up in the car, he's like, hold on, I know you're wondering, why the red suit? Well, that's so bad guys can't see me bleed. that guy did the right thing. He's wearing his brown pants, and I'm like, yes. And when he turns to the camera, he's like, cue the music. I'm like, yep, I'm going to go see this.
Yep.
I will. Now, I'm not a fan of Fox for what they're doing, like with the Fantastic Four, or what they're going to do with Apocalypse. Speaking of which, they announced who the 4 Horsemen of Death are, which is cool. But first, I want to talk about this. Deadpool looks awesome now. So, yeah.
Called Deadpool.
Yeah, but they just announced which 4 mutants will be the Horsemen of Death. Archangel's going to be one. Psylocke, Storm.
Psylocke.
Psylocke, sorry. And Magneto.
So wait a minute, say it again. Say it again.
Psylocke, Archangel, Storm, and Magneto are the 4 Horsemen of Death.
Really?
Wow.
No Wolverine.
Okay.
Wolverine will be in this movie. I'll pop in at the end and, claws and
They said
stab
they
Apocalypse.
They showed
I cannot wait for September and October. 2 great shows are coming back again. Which is like have you? Who watches Once Upon a Time?
Doctor Who's coming back September, and then we got Walking Dead in October.
Oh, don't even get me started on that release date.
Yeah.
Come on, it's gonna have all your episodes bunched into a very close knit, not a moment to breathe time zone.
I have to compete with 2 shows in September. Once Upon a Time versus Doctor Who to see which is the best.
First of all, there's no cons. This Doctor Who is just that's it.
Yeah, Doctor Who is like the best.
Yeah.
I've got to now find another show to fill the time up.
I know, that's the biggest problem, Connor. I'm trying to think today. What are we watching today? Nothing. We're doing podcasts. There's nothing on. Did anybody see the Humans thing that they're trying to throw at us from AMC? They want us to watch it instead of Walking Dead right now. What is that?
What is it, like robots or something? Or
Is that actually good?
Wait, are you talking about
I haven't. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna binge watch that. So
See, nobody watched it, so nobody even knows because it's probably not that good.
Nope.
But someone from
Human or Inhuman?
Nobody even seen it here. Nobody.
I will watch it though.
Dude, it's up to episode 3, and we never even watched.
It's further on for us. It's like episode.
What's that BBC?
Is it?
That BBC series where the dead comes back or something?
Sorry.
They got some.
Oh, I saw that. We didn't even get to watch that either. Returned and then the Resurrection
like
or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know.
I do say Z Nation is a pretty good series to watch too, like of a zombie series.
What?
Z Nation, really?
Yeah. I actually like season 1. I have a feeling season 2
Lord, boy.
also.
They look like somebody
Penny Dreadful is done. I'm pretty upset about that. I mean, it's gonna be a year before we see Penny Dreadful again.
You know, with all the boring gay shows are out, at least there's something I can watch.
Gay show.
Wait a minute. What did you say?
With all the boring shows that there are.
You didn't say that.
So someone got a paid subscription for Playboy TV.
Listen, dude. All right, we're all about equality here, okay?
I know, but
I don't want to hear that, man.
Yeah, let's not do that.
I don't want to hear that.
Like, okay, all right. I'm just saying, for me, it's kind of shows are boring,
Listen, live and let live, man. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right.
Change topic. Anybody see the trailer?
All I know is Russell T. Davies did a great job, so I don't even know what you're talking about, Daniel.
No, Doctor Who is a good show. I'm just saying, with all the boring shows that are out today, I can watch Doctor Who and
never mind.
Oh,
and you call my favorite shows like Once Upon a Time and Vampire Diaries stupid, Daniel? Not just.
Hey, James. I just linked you the second episode of Dragon Ball S if you want to see it.
It's Dragon Ball Super.
No, I'm
yeah.
not gonna say.
All right. On that note, anything else?
Did
Damn.
For those of us, how many of you growing up used a Nintendo console at any time?
Oh yeah, I heard.
I own one.
Yeah, so,
Duck
Iwata,
Hunt and Super Mario.
well, the CEO, Satoru Iwata, just passed away yesterday.
Oh, that's
And the head of Nintendo, the head of Nintendo died like months and months ago.
Yeah.
So that's not good for Nintendo.
It's
Nope.
one of the probably the saddest things ever. I mean, you know, apparently he went to surgery. I'm trying to look it up now. Here it is.
55 years old.
He wasn't
Wow,
the guy
he's still
at
young.
E3
Yeah.
one.
It says that Nintendo company deeply regrets to announce that President Satoru Iwata passed away on July 11, 2015, due to a bile duct growth. Now, bile duct growth, but that he had surgery for that last year, and that's why he was forced to miss last year's E3. He was present for E3 this year. Well, at least present. He was in the video, so yeah. But this
That
is
sucks.
really sad. A big blow to Nintendo.
Oh,
Our
yeah.
hearts go out to the family.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
And
that's
we lost a
upsetting.
Hollywood legend, Omar Sharif, died
Yes.
at 83, yep.
Yeah.
Well, they just passing away.
Happens in threes, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know. All right. That's really.
Sorry to end on such a sad note. I didn't.
We can never end on a sad note. We're not supposed to end on a sad note.
All right, then we'll end on a good note. Has anyone seen the leaked Suicide Squad trailer?
Yes.
Yes!
I actually thought it was good for someone that doesn't care about Suicide.
Yes.
The one comment on that on the video was, "All right, Jared Leto, you've piqued my interest."
Well, he was good in it, I thought.
He was. Now that's the thing. But it's one thing to show off a trailer with probably the best aspects of him, but again, like you can have a fantastic trailer, but the movie will be shit.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, well, look at
Well-
Prometheus.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not saying every movie is that Matrix. I'm just saying there's always that possibility that we could have a fantastic trailer and the movie could be garbage.
It could. I mean, Batman vs Superman could tank.
Yeah, and that's why I'm looking at that film with
Dude,
cautious.
don't say that. Do not say that.
Cautious
I'm looking
optimism.
forward.
Hey, it could happen.
From
I
what I've
am
seen-
just from what I've seen, I'm not really convinced.
It looks
tell you
pretty
the truth.
good.
But anyway, yeah, I mean that's. I just look now ever since Terminator Genesis trailer with like the big spoilers. I usually don't like seeing trailers right now, but this one I think is one of those perfect ones. It doesn't spoil pretty much whatever is going to happen later on in the movie. It sets up the premise, it shows the characters, and that's it. And that's really all you need to do.
Well, let me tell you something about Terminator Genesis. I thought
No,
it was a good movie.
I'm not bashing it. I'm just saying that the trailer was not a good way to go, and I think that twist should have been left for the actual audience to see in the theater.
They should have went with less. They should have went with less. It's more.
Yeah,
See, the thing I don't think people understand, right? Here's the thing. I love the Batman movies. Okay, Dark. I love them all, with the exception of Batman and Robin. But I don't want it to fail. Okay. I want it to succeed because I want to see more Batman. I want to see more this. I want to see more that. But I just don't see. I'm not of the philosophy that you could. I didn't see the point of them having a Batman vs Superman in the place of Man of Steel 2. I was totally
exactly why.
Completely against it. If you would have did a Man of Steel 2, and then you would have did a Batman vs Superman, I would have been like, okay, we established Superman already, right? One movie doesn't establish Superman, a whole new, thing. You didn't even get a chance for him to breathe. In fact, I even think it's a mistake now to do a Man of Steel 2 after Batman vs Superman, because it doesn't make sense. Okay, they're trying to do it like Iron Man's doing a movie after the Avengers or something. That's like terrible. So,
well, here's the reason that if Man of Steel got an overwhelmingly positive a positive ratings from both critics and fans, we would have just jumped into Man of Steel 2 without needing to worry. But the problem is that when you have this kind of like 50-50, there's literally there was like two camps of Man of Steel. You loved it or you hated it. I hated it, but
I loved it.
Yeah, I know, and I'm not dissing on anyone who likes Man of Steel. I understand why, but the point is that when you have so many people like on either side and the whole majority response is that's when they hit the panic button and say bring in Batman. Batman sells.
See, I gotta say, I watched Man of Steel, and the whole thing with his father, with the riding that animal, and you got to see stuff on Krypton. I thought that was like the most phenomenal thing.
It was
that
good.
we've actually got to see like Krypton like that, and the father, and the
Krypton.
animals, and the technology, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Living,
but
breathing
then,
Krypton.
right? I was like, wow, this could be something else. Like they could do a movie on this, but then when they started being like when you had like Superman facing off against Zod and all his, and then it started with the Matrix effects, I'm like, oh, here we go. Because I was right away. I mean, I liked the movie, Man of Steel. I had some problems with his father killing himself because I felt that's totally bullcrap. And I had a problem with him snapping Zod's neck. I had a problem with him not saving hardly anybody. He did save some people, but it was all about him fighting, and people dying left and right. So I did not. This could have been any which way he could have beat Zod without snapping his neck. He could have did something like Superman 2, where he could have blocked the heat beam, where it could have burned the guy's eyes out or something, or whatever. Like without killing him. I mean, that's why Christopher Nolan left. Christopher Nolan left.
But here's the problem with that, Joe. He's new to the job. It's his first foray in being a superhero.
But if you know that Christopher Nolan gives you an ultimatum and says you have him snap Zod's neck, I'm out, and you say, well, we don't care. That's retarded because look how much money Christopher Nolan made. The Dark Knight, the Batman Begins, Dark Knight, the Dark Knight Rises, all that stuff. Like, what the hell? You would actually listen to Christopher Nolan and said, okay, whatever you want, boss, because he would have made a perfect Justice League and everything else.
But with Superman snapping Zod's neck, that's where he goes with his, it's called without killing ever again.
Well,
if you wouldn't snap his neck, that
Superman is supposed to. But look at Superman. Superman's supposed to be a symbol of hope and goodness to Superman in a way, but. Like,
I mean, we'll see. Look, I'm hoping it does good, but I'm not liking what I see in the trailer. I mean, this whole Lex Luthor with hair and just acting like not Lex Luthor. I'm just like,
and they got
Zod being Doomsday. I mean, Zod is not Doomsday, so I don't.
Nope.
What are you doing? You know. I mean, didn't that happen with Superman 4 or something? They did what did they do? They cloned Superman and then they gave him Lex Luthor's voice and it was a Nuclear Man or something.
Yeah, Nuclear Man.
That was just oh god.
That Superman question.
Because that guy had a woman voice. He couldn't talk and that's why they had to dub it. It was so bad. So they didn't realize it until they cast him.
Yeah, he had that Billy Ray Cyrus hair going at the time too. I think.
Yeah. So I hope I don't want any movie to fail, but I hope it does well, but I don't think it's going to.
I'm going to say something before we end this cast, by the way. The Doomsday in Smallville, right? Daniel might know this. Right, Daniel?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, the actor of that Doomsday was actually the zombie in the tank with Rick in season 1.
Yeah.
That Rick got in the zombie. Yeah.
He also played in Being Human. He played the vampire in Being Human, the American version.
Yeah. Yep.
Right. All right.
And he's also in them 2 Star Wars games.
Also, wait a second. I've got to say something. Okay, David, you've seen Superman versus Goku, right?
Yeah.
Goku would easily kill Superman. I don't care what they say.
What?
I'm not getting.
Wait, what?
I'm not.
Kills.
Really?
I'm not getting into this.
Wait, what do you mean Superman and Goku? That's two different things.
Yeah, well.
No, I know, but they made a Goku. They made a Goku versus Superman video.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Let me.
Who made a Goku versus Superman video?
Hold on. Let me. Daniel, let me explain this. And when Goku is from Dragon Ball Z is pretty much Japan's equivalent to Superman. And when it comes to the sheer overpoweredness of that character, how he continually continues to be at godlike levels, that the biggest question was, who's better? who would win, Superman or Goku. Literally for years, everyone's been asking this, going to various series like Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, whatever series you want to call it. And then you go to Superman with the decades of comics that we have, like which version of Superman are we using? Are we using Golden Age Superman, Silver Age? Are we using now the Dark Age Superman, New 52 Superman? No one knows. So this people, Screw Attack, they have a video series called Death Battle, where two characters fight to the death. And in this case, it was Superman versus Goku.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
And in that video, Superman won, but the Earth was destroyed.
Right.
Which I call bull crap because Superman was never blow up.
Into Super Saiyan 4. He turned into a Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4 Goku was blow for blow with Superman. The same strength. Now imagine Super Saiyan God Goku. He's like 20 times stronger than Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So like, what do you think? This guy could kill Superman easy. And that's what we know, you know? That's so far. We don't know.
Yeah, but you're forgetting one thing, though, guys. You're forgetting Superman is a solar battery. The longer the sun's around, he gets powerful and stays powerful. His power level never goes down.
There is no Superman versus Goku because it's two different companies, regardless of what you see of somebody making a YouTube video. So you're never going to know what's going to happen, and it's probably going to be Superman winning anyway.
Yeah, like the thing is, like Daniel, let me put it to you this way. This is my last.
You can't.
Because I don't want to get roped into an argument. The one thing that I'm gonna say is, Superman has taken a nuclear bomb to the face and survived. He has been hit with the force of 50 megatons of radiation in an explosion in Superman versus the Elite. I believe it was 50 megatons, or
I got the movie.
More. Or possibly more. And, like, that's more than the combined force of supernovas, and he's still standing. So, I don't think that, you know, I mean, if Superman was holding back, maybe, but if he was at full power and he could just cut loose, Goku doesn't have a chance. Sorry.
Yeah. Superman can never really cut loose because he'd kill somebody.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see in the I don't know. Maybe we'll see in the next one. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna see the next one. You know, that is so gonna be cool. When's the next one? Do you know? No, you don't know. Probably.
What?
Oh, the next
I gotta find out.
Anime film is Superman, which is the son of General Zod. Then you got a vampire Batman. And you got a big Bertha as Wonder Woman.
Yeah, actually, Wonder Woman is the wife of Orion.
Yep.
And Kirk Langstrom is Batman.
The Man-Bat?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can tell.
All right,
I know everything about comics pretty much.
In closing, because I wanted to close this out originally, but I want to close this out on a different note, other than the Superman versus Dragon Ball. Here we go. This is coming out August 6th.
Oh God, Fantastic Four.
Everyone, raise your middle fingers in salute.
Bang.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you can't see it, but there you go.
Okay, my big question.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool.
Why is the thing butt naked?
Because they're trying to be. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why.
I still don't agree with Johnny Storm being a black guy. I'm sorry. I just ain't feeling it.
I don't understand why Sue Storm can't be African American. That's a disgrace.
They're supposed to be brother and sister. They're supposed to be brother
Thank
and
you,
sister,
brother.
You know what the funny thing is? It's because people ask me, like, what do you have a problem with this? And I said, oh, okay, so if I made Black Panther white or Black Panther a Mexican, would you be fine with that? They go, no, that sounds stupid. I'm like, well, now you know how we feel.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm upset about the budget, like especially like the $5 that they spent for the movie, because it's like, come on now, really, spend some money on that, okay? You watch. We're gonna do box office numbers, and it's not even gonna be on the site. That's all. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong, but I'm not gonna be wrong because I know it's not gonna come anywhere near what we think.
I like that Doctor Who hat though. Where you get that hat from?
Hot Topic.
Hot Topic, yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. On that note, it's gonna be a little break before we do the massive debate
Trekkie's cast.
Real Trekkies cast.
And then
Daniel going at it.
Live long and prosper,
Yay.
Matrix Lord.
On the timelines. It's going to be sick. All right, on that note, guys, take care. Bye for now.